I'm out here panhandling because I don't make enough money to live.
Tonight, Manatee County bans panhandling in busy intersections. Why commissioners say it will keep people safe.
Plus, new video shows a homeowner trying to rescue his pets from a burning house.
And an update on the demolition of an iconic resort on Longboat Key. Your Suncoast News starts now.
You're watching ABC7 News at 5.
Good evening, I'm Jacqueline Matter.
I'm Scott Dennis. Thanks so much for being with us tonight. Topping our news this evening, Manatee County Commissioners passing a new ordinance limiting where panhandlers can ask for money. Commissioners say the change is less about cracking down on the panhandlers and more about keeping them safe.
ABC7's Rick Adams joins us live from the Manatee County Administration Building in Bradenton with more on what this change means. Rick?
Yeah, guys, this is definitely a big change. It's something the sheriff's office has been pushing for.
I'm out here panhandling because I don't make enough money to live.
For 67-year-old Stephen, he says his monthly Social Security check just isn't enough to survive, and that's what has him in the middle of a busy roadway in Manatee County trying to make a few bucks.
I'll have no money some days if I don't panhandle. And I have some regulars that give me, but panhandling, it's okay. I mean, the people are really nice down here. They need to change some of the rules.
On Tuesday, the Manatee County Commissioners, with a push from the Sheriff's Office, did change some of those rules. Changes that Stephen may not be happy with. The ordinance now prohibits any activities, including panhandling, that gets in the way of traffic and rights of way. Commissioners say this is more about safety than panhandling.
The panhandlers out in the median could be a possible danger to themselves and to others. We just want to make sure that they stay on the sidewalks, designated spots. We're not saying that they can't, we're just saying we want it done safely.
The Sheriff's Office says safety is the main reason behind this ordinance, and they tell us this will now make it easier for the Sheriff's Office to enforce.
If we're out there on patrol and we see someone in the median, if we see someone who's impeding traffic, then we can go ahead and cite them with this county ordinance.
And if you do break this ordinance, you do face a fine of $500 and 60 days in jail. Reporting live from Bradenton, I'm Rick Adams. Back to you.
All right, Rick, thank you. A Sarasota man is accused of shooting and wounding a Fort Myers police officer. Police say Wisner Demerit shot Officer Adam Jobbers Miller at a Marathon gas station in Fort Myers on Saturday night. Demerit is now facing 8 felony charges, including attempted first-degree murder. Officer Jobbers Miller was on duty at the time. He was rushed to the hospital by another officer where he underwent emergency surgery. He is currently in critical but stable condition.
An update now on the death investigation of Ava Perry, the Northport toddler who drowned in a canal behind her home last week. Police are working with the Department of Children and Families and say they are withholding details on how it happened and the timeline in this case. DCF officials say the child was not known to the child welfare system. DCF releasing a statement saying Ava's loss is every parent's nightmare, and we are heartbroken by the news. The department has opened a child death investigation and will continue to support Ava's family while they cope. Tonight, 2 people are now behind bars after their 3-week-old daughter was found to have a skull fracture. Sarasota police say Paige Lubaski and Edgar Estrada were charged after the baby's pediatrician found swelling and fluid in the child's head and transferred her to All Children's Hospital in St. Petersburg. A child protection team at the hospital determined the baby's injuries were caused by blunt force trauma. The baby, though, is expected to survive.
The search continues tonight for 9 dogs who ran away during a house fire. The fire destroyed the home on 26th Avenue West in Bradenton. An ABC7 viewer sent us a video of a man who tried rushing into that house to save his dogs trapped inside, but we do want to warn you that video is emotional. Now, 18 dogs were inside that home. Fire officials say 6 of the dogs died. 4 more are still missing. 8 others have been found safe. People in the home were able to escape unharmed. The cause of that fire is still under investigation tonight.
A precautionary boil water notice is issued for an area off Cortez Road in Manatee County. The notice is for those living on 26th Street West from Cortez to 49th Avenue West. That also includes 27th Street West from 48th to 49th Avenue West. Manatee County Utilities will be installing a fire hydrant tomorrow night. That will mean they'll have to shut off the water from 10 p.m. until 3 a.m. Once service is restored, water used for drinking or cooking should be boiled as a precaution, and we'll let you know when the rescission notice has been lifted.
Well, a big story for us today here on the Suncoast, some dangerous conditions when it comes to out on area beaches.
Yeah, high winds coming in from the west. Let's get more on our first alert forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan.
Yeah, a lot of people know the dangers of lightning, and typically at this time of year and at this time of day, we're talking about big thunderstorms developing along the sea breeze front pushing toward the west coast, but that hasn't been the case for the past week and a half as a result of a strong west to southwest wind. Also, people don't realize that Florida leads the nation in the number of deaths as a result of rip currents caused by heavy surf riding up into the area beaches and then finding a channel back out into the Gulf, and that water piles up and then feeds out in a fast current. And 16 deaths have already occurred in the state of Florida, in Florida coastal waters this year alone as a result of rip currents. So that continues to be a problem. They will stay in effect, those rip current advisories along area beaches here along the west coast through 8 o'clock tonight. It may be extended through tomorrow as winds are expected to be out of the southwest again. Shouldn't be as strong, but still a bit breezy throughout the day on Wednesday. Mainly late night coastal showers and thunderstorms overnight in the morning, but more so after sunrise and into the late morning hours near the coast, and then inland storms will be favored later in the day on Wednesday. So that'll be the case again. Then we'll be back to those late day and evening thunderstorms moving toward the coast from inland areas on the weekend. So that'll be the transition, that'll be the change this weekend. We'll be back into those afternoon and evening storms. And now the reason why we're seeing this bit of a change is this low pressure area has been parked over the southeast United States. This is going to eventually move off to the northeast, and as it does so, high pressure will build back in, eventually switching our winds around to more of a southeasterly direction. You can see we have a shower there, so we can still expect a few coastal showers. The air really quite dry though here, so showers and storms that are popping up near the coast haven't been all that strong. The inland storms have been, and they are pushing toward the east coast. More on our weather for the rest of the weekend into the weekend coming up in a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. We'll talk to you soon. An update on the demolition of the former Colony Beach and Tennis Resort on Longboat Key. That building will be knocked down starting at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. The town of Longboat Key announced an emergency demolition order in June due to safety concerns with the buildings on that property. Once the 26 buildings are demolished, the development of a 5-star resort and residences will begin.
One of the biggest private employers on the Suncoast is once again expanding. PGT Innovations buying Western Window Systems for $360 million in cash. The transaction is expected to be completed later this year. PGT is based in Venice and is the nation's leading supplier of impact-resistant windows and doors. PGT officials say this will allow the company to expand outside of Florida. However, PGT has not yet said if the deal will lead to an expansion of operations in Venice or to more jobs here on the Suncoast.
ABC7 business commentator Richard Stern joining us now, on a strong day to start off on Wall Street.
A very, very strong day. We're up 242 points at the high, up almost 200 points at the close. So we say thank you. In the real estate business, they talk about location, location, and location. In my business, we talk about earnings, earnings, and earnings, and boy, oh boy, are we talking about lots of earnings. I mentioned last night after the close that Google announced earnings. Its stock was up by almost 4% today, and we are seeing a stream of earnings in almost every case, those earnings coming in ahead of Wall Street expectations. Let's take a look and see how we did finish the day. Not bad, a gain of 198 points, 0.8%, closing at 25,241.94. That on a volume of 909 million shares. The NASDAQ ironically set a new intraday high, only to close with a loss, look at that, of 1/100% 1 point, closing at 7,840.77. That on volume of 1,816 million shares. The S&P, a darn good day, up 0.5%, 13.5 points at 2,820.40. Harley-Davidson, one of the prides of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, guess what? Surprised Wall Street today. The company, unfortunately, has been kind of a whipping boy, if you will, for President Trump when it comes to tariffs and things related to that. Well, Harley gave Wall Street a pleasant surprise. They announced earnings of $1.52 versus the original expectation of $1.35. The company says it will continue to grow internationally, but very importantly, the president of Harley said, and I quote, any bike that we sell in the United States will be made in the United States. So certainly Harley making a very strong comment about what they think about exactly what's been going on.
Right.
Richard, what should we watch for tomorrow then?
Well, we got more earnings. Facebook, not bad. Coca-Cola, General Motors, just all kinds of them. They just keep coming all week.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Coming up, the new police chief for Sarasota County Schools sworn in just a couple hours ago, how he's preparing the force for the fast approaching school year.
And Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with more on those high winds and dangerous currents, plus a link between climate change and suicide risk. The results of a surprising new study coming up next.
ABC7 Stock Report is sponsored by Sunset Cadillac. Tomorrow at 5 on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Webb.
And I'm Ray Collins. Moat Marine hosting their annual Shark Days in Sarasota this week.
We're going to tell you what they're doing to show that sharks aren't so bad after all. Okay, tomorrow on Good Morning Suncoast. Josh?
Yeah, looks like we're going to get another round of showers and storms coming into our area. But how long will that last? We'll have the details.
Tomorrow at 5 on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
According to Golf Digest, 2 of the nation's top golf resorts are on the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail, the Alberto Palaika Marriott at Grand National, and the Renaissance Ross Bridge Golf Resort and Spa in Birmingham. Plus, the Marriott at Grand National was recognized as Hotel of the Year by Marriott International. Experience luxury and world-class golf Southern style. Visit rtjgolf/resorts or call 800-949-4444 to book your trip to the trail.
Temperatures are rising and the deals are heating up during the summer clearance event at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat in Sarasota. Get KBB's 2017 Best Buy Award overall winner, the Chrysler Pacifica, for just $23,999. Or save big and get the new Chrysler 300 Touring with an MSRP over $30,000 for just $21,999. That's a savings of over $8,000. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat in Sarasota today.
It fell off the roof of my car.
It fell out of my backpack.
Oh, it fell off my grocery cart.
I tossed it to a really clumsy friend.
I tripped while jogging.
My 2-year-old had a temper tantrum.
It bounced down 2 flights of stairs.
No matter how you broke your smartphone, there's only one smart way to fix it. Batteries plus bulbs.
I dropped it on the floor, and he stepped on it.
Schedule your repair at batteriesplus.com.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to Mesobook.com.
For Sarasota County Schools, leaders say their top priority is keeping your children safe. The district putting together its new police force, and its leader is now ready for his first full day as chief. ABC7's Erica Jackson joins us live from the Sarasota County School Board building tonight to share what's next now that Paul Grochowski is sworn into office. Erica?
Scott, good evening. The district superintendent tells us Paul Grochowski is not the first police chief for Sarasota County Schools, but they tell us they've never brought someone into the district and into the community to protect our students. Paul Grochowski is the first member of the Sarasota County Schools Police Department to be sworn into office, that taking place just a couple hours ago. He tells us an experienced group of law enforcement officers will join the force with an average of 21 years of experience. The police department is looking to hire 24 officers and 3 sergeants and plans to double that number in the future. So far, the 3 sergeants and 20 officers have already accepted offers and are now going through background checks. Krahowski says he's ready to take on the responsibility as chief.
The one thing that excites me the most about this challenge and this job is we get to create the culture of this agency. We have one mission, one focus, that's keeping our students safe, our teachers provide an environment that they can teach effectively within, and anybody who works within the school district will have a place they can come to work and not have to work or train or live in fear.
The new department only has about 3 weeks to get a bulk of its officers up to speed because the first day of school for students is Monday, August 13th. Reporting live in Sarasota County, Erica Jackson, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
All right, Erica, thank you. Groundbreaking for Manatee County's newest elementary school is set for a week from today. Barbara A. Harvey Elementary School will go up on 20 acres along 115th Avenue East in Parrish. That's off Moccasin Wallow Road. The new school for fast-growing Parrish is expected to be ready for students in August of 2019, and it will cost about $28 million to build, but only take about a year. So
that's not too bad.
Yeah, and school not too far off, 3 weeks or so, and I can just imagine the traffic. You know, again, it'll be a little bit tougher out there to get around. Last night we had a pretty good sunset. It wasn't bad, and we had some photos sent in. But about 2 hours later, or an hour and a half later, at some places we had interesting things in the sky. I guess it wasn't that late, but here's a look at what happened last night. This is Barb Wilson getting a sunset picture near Venice. But more importantly, a lot of folks wrote in on my Facebook page saying they saw a meteor. That's right, a meteor. The Delta Aquariids, I should say, peaked July 27th and 30th, but you can see them outside that peak too, and we saw one last night. They were low in the sky, traveling southeast to northwest, and a lot of people said the light was bright and was green and duration anywhere from 2 to 6 seconds, and there were over 20 reports, at least on my page, and we could see again another one tonight. They're hit or miss, obviously, and this particular meteor shower isn't the best. The Perseids very good as well, but that's not now. Anna Maria webcam showing pretty nice conditions out there today. Not much rain at all, and some a little dry air kind of slipped in around this area of low pressure and moved in to save the day for the most part as far as any significant rain goes. I think we'll see some scattered showers overnight again. There's still some energy out there in the Gulf kind of rotating around this low pressure we've talked about. The heaviest activity by far inland with more heat of the day, and the showers getting the chance to build over land pushing toward the east coast. And this is going to be a similar situation played out over the next couple of days due to this southwest wind, but you can see all the way well offshore, a couple hundred miles, there are still some pretty big storms out there. So we'll watch that energy rotate in. We have one lone shower right there in Siesta Key, really, near the coast west of I-75. This is pushing through Siesta Key now and heading off to the northeast. The height of the storm getting up close to 30,000 feet, but it's actually been weakening somewhat as it pushes to the east. So not a big concern. There's some dry air that once the storms start to build up to about 30,000, it taps into that dry air and shuts them down pretty quickly. So if it hangs on, some of these areas may see a little bit of rainfall in just the next half hour or so. As far as the wider picture goes, the big storms have been along the east coast. Miami had some rough weather blow through just about a half hour ago, some storms near Orlando. Flood warning still in effect near the Manatee River at the Myakka Head, where the river is running above Bankful there. The futurecast showing a majority of the storms inland through this evening. Not much going on near the coast at all, so it looks like a pretty good night. But then after midnight, things start to fill in. Now, this model overdid everything last night as well. I still expect to see some scattered showers and storms around, a little bit more energy in the atmosphere after midnight near the coast. And then through the morning hours, you'll see showers dotting the west coast of Florida. Won't be a widespread rain event, but we will see a few scattered storms. There's that dry air I mentioned kind of encircling this area of low pressure, which continues to move very slowly to the northeast and is going to cause some flooding concerns up in the northeast United States. 89 in Sarasota right now, 89 in Orlando, cooler in Tallahassee where they had some rain move through, 75 there. Mid to upper 80s near the coast. The water temperature remains at 88 degrees and 90 now in Arcadia. Currently at the airport, it's 89. The heat index has bounced up now to that 100-degree range, and it's humidity at 65%. It actually feels like 100 here, but it's actual 97 in Dallas, 111 in Phoenix. Cooler over the northeast due to a large trough of low pressure in the eastern third of the U.S. Morning scattered storms for boaters tomorrow. Otherwise, winds out of the southwest at 10 to 15 knots. So still breezy, and that rip current advisory may be extended throughout the day on Wednesday. Scattered showers, 60% on Wednesday. In the morning along the coast, inland mainly in the afternoon. We transition on Thursday with anytime storms. The winds will start to let up too, so no rip current advisories on Thursday. Friday, a 40% chance, and then the weekend, a return to those afternoon and evening thunderstorms moving back toward the coast from inland areas. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. First alert traffic right now. We're seeing in downtown Sarasota the northbound lanes of 301 backed up right near the Fruitville Road intersection. And then Fruitville also slow moving between 41 and Tuttle Avenue. Jacqueline?
Thanks, Scott. In health news tonight, a new study sheds light on the possible mental health implications of climate change. The study, published in the journal Nature Climate Change, suggests when there are abnormally hot temperatures in a month, there also tends to be higher suicide rates for that time period. It says suicide rates in the U.S. and Mexico could rise with each 1 degree Celsius increase in a month's average temperature. The lead author says the findings in no way suggest temperature is the only or most important factor associated with suicide risk. New research reveals secondhand smoke is causing thousands of stillbirths in developing countries. Researchers at the University of York say that more than 40% of all pregnant women in Pakistan are exposed to secondhand smoke, causing 17,000 stillbirths in a year. Exposure to secondhand smoke during pregnancy increases the risk of stillbirth, low birth weight, and respiratory issues. Researchers say protecting pregnant women from secondhand smoke exposure should be a key strategy to improve maternal and child health. Coming up, new video of a dramatic building collapse in Miami, and a homeless man gets a helping hand from a generous cop. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
If you don't want to fall immediately into love, look away. If you don't want to awaken a desire for excellence, look away. If you don't want to be seduced, please look away.
Rediscover your passion for driving at Sunset Maserati Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Did you know that a dirty CPAP system can make you sick? If you knew what could be growing in your mask and hose, it would keep you up at night. Now SoClean.com has released the world's first and only automated hands-free CPAP cleaner and sanitizer. With its patented design, SoClean is fast, effective, and hands-free, killing 99.9% of all CPAP germs. Try SoClean now through this special TV offer, free for 30 days. Just call 800-604-0398.
My health has improved. It's simple to use, and I'm not worried about infections.
SoClean works on all CPAP machines and popular masks, destroying CPAP bacteria, viruses, and germs without the daily hassle of washing your system by hand. Just place your mask in, close the lid, and in just minutes, voila! Sanitized and ready to use. Try SoClean risk-free for 30 days. This is a limited time offer. Call now, 800-604-0398, or visit SoClean.com today.
Don't allow your weight to threaten your health or control your future. Excess weight or obesity can cause emotional and physical health risks. But you can take control. The Your Weight Matters campaign offers free resources and tips to help you measure and understand your weight. Take the Your Weight Matters Challenge. The free toolkit prepares you to speak with a healthcare provider about your weight. Your weight does matter. Take the challenge and take control today.
They are the greatest fighting force the world has ever seen. But what does it take to bridge the distance and keep them connected to family, home, and country? What does it take to strengthen our service members so they can be the greatest force for good in the world? It takes a force. Be a force behind the forces. Give today at force.uso.org.
New video tonight of a building collapse in Miami that left one worker hurt. Take a look here, the moment that building came crumbling down was caught on camera. Police say the building had a demolition permit but did not have an implosion permit, which would allow them to bring the structure down in one fell swoop. But something happened during the controlled demolition that sent that entire building crashing down anyway. Police say a worker's leg was severed during the collapse. He remains in the hospital in critical condition. Tonight, firefighters are battling an active and aggressive blaze. The Carr fire has now grown to 2,500 acres, and it's now just about 5% contained. The fire broke out Monday afternoon. Cause still under investigation, but authorities believe a trailer is possibly involved.
A Florida cop lends a helping hand and a razor to a homeless man. Officer Tony Carlson shaved the beard of a man who wanted to clean up his appearance for an upcoming job interview. Passers-by noticed the act of kindness, and one person even took a video of it, which of course quickly went viral. The Tallahassee Police Department also posted about it on its Facebook page. The newly shaved man, whose name is Phil, is hoping to get hired at a local McDonald's. Well, you've heard about goat yoga around the country, and this weekend it's happening right here in Sarasota. Owners of Pineapple Yoga in Burns Court are once again hosting a unique fundraiser this Sunday morning. People can practice yoga as goats roam around the floor. The organizer says it's a fun way to try yoga and help raise money for other yoga programs at the studio for worthy causes.
Like yoga for recovery from addictions, yoga for depression and anxiety, yoga for Parkinson's, in partnership with Neuro Challenge, yoga for Healthy Start Mothers, and so many more projects.
Well, goat yoga starts at 10 a.m. this Sunday at the Pineapple Yoga Studio in Burns Court. Look for a link on our website at mysuncoast.com to learn more about registration or to take part in any of the other classes. Still to come on your Suncoast News, you're looking live at Lido Beach, where dangerous conditions have resulted in dozens of rescues in the past 3 days, while lifeguards are now warning beachgoers to be extra cautious. Coming up.
You want a Maserati, but you need an SUV. Why not have both? Levante, the Maserati of SUVs.
Experience it at Sunset Maserati Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Planning a Carnival Fantasy Cruise out of Mobile? Then check out the park and cruise packages at the luxurious Battle House and Renaissance Riverview Plaza hotels. Stay at the Battle House for $169 per night, or the Riverview Plaza for just $149 per night, and leave your car for the duration of your cruise. Includes transportation to and from the cruise terminal. If you're cruising out of Mobile, come stay with us. Call 1-800-MARRIOTT or visit Marriott.com now.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Okay, so what would you bring to my company?
What do you need?
I need problem-solving skills.
I got through high school without a car, a phone, or a computer.
No college degree, though.
Not yet, but life's taught me a lot, and I'm ready for more.
Well, you're not the typical kind of candidate that I hire. But you are exactly what I'm looking for.
Your company could be missing out on the candidates it needs most. Learn how to find a great pool of untapped talent at gradsoflife.org.
In life after the military, it's our duty as veterans to have each other's back. I'm retired Colonel Greg Gatson, and it's my mission to help you get the benefits and services you've earned. If you need to file a VA claim, remember these important steps. Submit an online claim through ebenefits.va.gov. Work with an accredited Veteran Service Organization, or VSO. And if you need to attend a VA claim exam, please go. Visit this website to learn what to expect.